Disrespect, it's like a subtle poison. Not always loud, not always obvious, but corrosive to your spirit. They interrupt you, overlook you, belittle your worth, or test your limits with silent disdain. And when you let it slide, even once, you silently teach the world how to treat you. But the Stoics, men like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, had a different way. They didn't retaliate, didn't beg for respect, and never played the victim. They simply became men that others could not ignore. Today, we'll explore how to erase disrespect from your life using timeless Stoic philosophy. Let's begin. 1. Disrespect begins where self-respect ends. The Stoics taught that no external insult can truly harm you unless it pierces the shield of your self-respect. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If you constantly question your worth or seek validation, you open the door to mistreatment. Disrespect doesn't begin in someone else's actions, it begins in your acceptance of them. Self-respect is your inner fortress. Build it strong, and no outsider can breach it. 2. Respect is a mirror. People reflect what you project. People treat you based on the energy you radiate. If you move with hesitation, speak with insecurity, and tolerate bad behavior, the world notices. Stoics moved with intention. Their silence wasn't weakness, it was presence. They didn't chase approval, they cultivated character. If you want respect, project it first, with your actions, values, and discipline. When you carry yourself like someone who values peace over approval, strength over noise, people respond differently. 3. Set the standard and enforce it without emotion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Don't react emotionally to disrespect, respond with clarity. If someone crosses the line, you don't need to explode. You don't need to explain yourself for hours. You simply act. Silently walk away. Withdraw access. Change your tone. Real power doesn't need a loud defense. It lives in quiet enforcement. You teach people how to treat you by what you tolerate and what you silently reject. 4. Never beg for respect, earn it or leave. One of the greatest disservices you can do to yourself is to ask for respect from someone who doesn't value you. Seneca said, "It is the power of the mind to be unconquerable." Respect is not requested, it's either earned or retracted. When someone consistently disrespects you, they're not misunderstanding you, they're revealing themselves. In Stoicism, the wise man does not argue to prove his worth. He walks away and lets his absence speak. 5. Learn to sit with discomfort without compromising yourself. Many people endure disrespect because they fear being alone. They fear losing a relationship, a job, or social status. But the Stoic man doesn't trade his dignity for company. He learns to sit in solitude, to face discomfort without folding. Epictetus said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. When you stop fearing loss, people stop controlling you. Let go of attachments that demand your silence when you should speak, or your tolerance when you should walk." 6. Speak less, observe more. Disrespect often hides behind fake smiles and subtle slights. The Stoic approach isn't to explode, it's to observe. The quiet man sees what the loud man misses. In silence, you detect the shift in tone, the change in behavior, the inconsistency in words. And when you notice it, you adjust, not with confrontation, but with distance. You don't need to expose them. Just quietly remove their influence from your life. 7. Be unavailable to drama. People who disrespect you thrive on access. They poke to provoke. They test to see if you'll chase. But a Stoic man doesn't engage in emotional games. He withdraws his energy from anything unworthy. Be hard to reach when drama calls. Be busy building yourself, too busy to entertain nonsense. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think, or do. That's the essence of self-possession. Be a fortress, not a sponge." 8. Eliminate tolerated behavior silently. You don't need to announce your boundaries. You live them. Every time you excuse disrespect because it's not that bad, you plant the seed for bigger violations. The Stoic doesn't rant or complain. He recalibrates his circle. He removes people quietly. He understands. Silence is louder than confrontation. Because when you leave, without drama or explanation, you reclaim your power. 9. Become so rooted in purpose that disrespect doesn't derail you. The Stoics believed in living in accordance with nature and purpose. They didn't obsess over insults because they were focused on their mission. You don't have time to argue with petty people when your eyes are set on a higher aim. Let your excellence be your rebuttal. Let your consistency be your revenge. And let your results be the only sound you make in response to disrespect. 10. Accept that not everyone will respect you, and that's okay. Stoicism isn't about controlling the world, it's about mastering yourself. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will treat you fairly. But their behavior is their burden, not yours. Epictetus reminded us, "Remember, it is not he who gives abuse or blows, who affronts, but the view we take of these things as insulting." The moment you stop expecting everyone to respect you, you free yourself from their power. You stop chasing their approval and start living by your own standard. 11. Embody the Stoic calm that commands respect. There's a certain calm that Stoic men carry, a grounded presence. They're not swayed by moods or provoked by chaos. They respond with thought, not impulse. They speak only when it improves silence. This calm is magnetic. It commands respect, not by demanding it, but by being undeniable. Become that man. The man who can't be rattled. The man whose silence weighs more than words. 12. Respect yourself loudly in how you live. You erase disrespect from your life not just in how you treat others, but in how you treat yourself. Do you honor your time? Do you keep your promises to yourself? Do you feed your mind, train your body, and guard your peace? Because when you respect yourself fully, you radiate it, and the world mirrors that energy. Self-respect isn't something you talk about, it's how you move through life. You don't need to demand respect with aggression. You need to become someone who commands it through presence, boundaries, and quiet confidence. The Stoic man doesn't tolerate disrespect. He doesn't dwell on it. He simply rises above it by mastering himself. So erase the need to please. Erase the fear of walking alone. And erase anyone who cannot meet you at your level of peace and power. Because the moment you stop accepting disrespect, it disappears. Be silent, be still, be respected. The Stoic way.